Hallo und willkommen. Ich bin Meister Lenz and you're watching Get Germanized, frequently asked questions about Germany.
All on board. What should I do?
Ich weiß.
In today's first episode of the Germany FAQ, we're gonna go through, well, like the name says, frequently asked questions that people ask about Germans in Germany. I have found a subreddit called Germany, and they have an FAQ section. What we're going to do is we're going to go through these questions, look at their answers, and then also I'll give you my answers. So it's not just me giving you an opinion, but one person more. There we go. Let's start. First up, what kind of clothing should you bring to Germany? Well, definitely something warm for winter or for autumn, since temperatures can vary like severely from minus 15 degrees Celsius to, let's say, 35 degrees Celsius. So it really depends. Some summers are warmer than others. Some winters are warmer than others. But definitely different layers of clothing, like a thick winter coat or jacket, like a sweater underneath, a t-shirt, and underneath that maybe even like a wife beater or something like that, like a tank top. Definitely be prepared for weather changes. So I would say maybe a wind jacket, a rain jacket as well. Oh, look, a little doggo on the street, oh, so cute, oh. Anyway, sorry about that. It was just too cute. But I think he was pooping. But yeah, this article on Reddit here said that definitely don't bring a baseball cap. It looks silly and no one really wears them. And well, I mean, could be true that no one wears them. My friend Sergio wears them, but other than him, I know a couple of people that wear base caps every now and then, but not really frequently either. So it depends on who you ask. Some people probably really like that style. I personally, my head is just too large. I mean, I know you can adapt them, but it just looks silly at some point. I don't think they suit me at all. But anyway, definitely different clothing. In summer, a lot of people walk around in shorts, girls in hot pants, I suppose, or summer dresses, very airy, as we say, luftig in German. Let a lot of wind through everywhere, right? So it's nicer. I mean, if you have the muscles to show off your arms, definitely wear a tank top, I would say, but not many people do that either. Most people, I would think, wear a t-shirt during summer. And that's about it. I mean, of course, pants. Really depends. I mean, if you want to wear sandals, go for it. That's not really my style, but yeah, here we go. Next up, is it possible to hitchhike in Germany? This article here says yes, but I mean, if I see a hitchhiker, I have never picked up one, to be honest, but if I see them, I think like, oh, that's dodgy. So hitchhiking is not really a thing in Germany. You can do it, yes, but it's not common to do it. Oh, this is a narrow road. Now you will see what happens when two cars meet on a very narrow road. So we both have to make way to the right side, and then we drive on. That's how it works. But hitchhiking, yeah, I've seen a hitchhiker, and I've even recorded him, I think, in a past video of mine where I drove around and asked questions from you guys. And I immediately felt this, a hitchhiker. That's strange to see one here or something like that. I don't know, it just was immediately a weird kind of sensation, because it's not common to hitchhike or to pick up hitchhikers. I guess your chances are better if you're a really pretty girl, but I would still be careful. You never know who you're gonna meet. Could be some weird asshole, or could be a normal person, but you know, you never know. The chances are that something could happen, and why risk it? I know some younger people don't really care about that. They're like, roll the dice, man, I don't give a shit. Yeah, do that. do that, sure. But I wouldn't recommend it. Next up, I want to attend Oktoberfest. It's June. What should I do? And the subreddit question here, or the answer, was really funny because it said like, you're basically effed, you're too late. Because all the hotels and hostels and apartments like Airbnbs and stuff will be booked out by June for Oktoberfest. Because I mean, it's an international event. There's millions of people, right, that want to go to it, and there's only so many that we can hold, so to speak, right? So definitely try to book at least a year ahead, I would say, or as soon as possible. And well, I mean, you could try, like this article said as well, to find an apartment or a hotel in one of the surrounding cities, you know, like what did they say, Ingolstadt or Dachau or something like that. It's not said that you will find something there because many other people probably had the same idea. But any city, any place with a train station that connects to Munich would work, of course. You might have to plan ahead and go early in the morning so that, you know, the travel time won't rid you of your Oktoberfest experience. Because of course you want to enjoy it as much as possible. I would say definitely do that. Plan ahead, plan as soon as possible, and also know that it's not super cheap. A liter of beer is over 11 euros by now, I think. And Munich in itself is pretty expensive. And for Oktoberfest, every hotel, I assume at least, I've never booked a hotel there in Munich, but they will probably raise the prices a lot. And the same for Airbnbs. I've seen that happen. Munich, like I said, is expensive already, but for Oktoberfest, it's just royalty class sometimes. I mean, of course, there will be cheap offers every now and then. You will probably be able to find them, but also they will be gone first. So make haste. Next up, is Oktoberfest really worth it? I've actually made an entire video to answer this question. I can link that for you as well if you want in the video description. But this article's answer is no, it's a tourist trap and super expensive. And I guess I agree, because I said that Munich is expensive and Oktoberfest is expensive. But it's not like you won't have fun, because there's a lot of foreigners there as well. And if you enjoy like a multicultural approach to the German Oktoberfest, to a German Volksfest, damn it, then you should go there. Like, I enjoyed that, seeing like Canadians and Americans celebrate there with Colombians, and so many nationalities were attending. I mean, of course, a lot of Germans too, but it's an international beer fest, and that's what makes it more special. But if you want the only German experience, I guess, or the all German experience, or mostly German experience, then any other Volksfest or beer fest will do. In Bavaria or any part of Germany, really. Next up, I'm Arab / dark-skinned / etc. Should I be worried in Germany? And the article explained it quite well. It is definitely not something you should worry about too much. Most of Germany doesn't have a problem with foreigners, or even with hijabs, I guess, these veils. I mean, to be honest, it's still a sign of oppression for some. So it's not like we will love it to see that, but no one will hassle you about it. I'm highly doubtful of that. No one will say, oh, you damn Arab. I mean, isolated cases of hatred against foreigners happen, of course, but that is, like I said, isolated and nothing to be worried about. And next up, what food should I totally eat while I'm there? Well, it depends on your taste, of course, what you like, but there's lots of traditional German dishes. I think I even made a video about that once, German cuisine, so I can link that to you. But among my favorites, personally, is mashed potatoes, so Kartoffelbrei, with sauerkraut, and Kassler, which is meat, some sort of meat, pork, I believe. It's really nice. The pork, I believe, is smoked because it tastes like it, definitely. I've never actually given it too much thought what it is precisely, but it's really good, and I recommend it. So if you're into traditional German dishes, that one is probably my favorite. Very simple, but nice. And there's, of course, Currywurst. Everyone knows this traditional fried German sausage with curry sauce, right? Ketchup and curry, which is quite good. Well, the article, among other things, included, of course, the Döner kebab. It's not the German dish, but it's like the #1 fast food in Germany, I would think, because you can get a kebab everywhere, basically. It's like really delicious. It's the hangover food when you go out to a club or to a pub and then return at like 3 a.m. or something like that, depending on how long you like to party, of course. It's just good. It's what we Germans eat. I mean, we eat a lot of other things too, but that's among the most favorite fast food dishes, I would say. Another good German food is Schweinebraten mit Klößen. So a pork roast with dumplings, German dumplings. Super delicious. I love that. I don't eat it that often because pork is, of course, not the healthiest meat that you can get. I try to be a bit more health conscious these days, so there's that. But definitely try it. I mean, I eat it every now and then, like I said. For example, a pork knuckle, a roasted pork knuckle is super delicious as well. You can get that at the Oktoberfest or anywhere in Bavaria. It's very traditional there. It's really good. So yeah. Next up, I want to bring gifts for my friends and family. What gifts or products can I not get into Germany? For example, when you're from the US. Definitely keep German customs regulations in mind here, because some products just cannot be brought into Germany at all. For example, meat and fish is probably a no-go, or can be problematic at least. And alcohol can only be brought, as a duty-free item, and only a limited amount. So you cannot bring a crate of beer along with you. I mean, I wonder how you would carry that anyway, but you know, some people probably try these things, you never know. And for, products that you should bring home to the USA, like gifts for your family from Germany, really depends on your family's taste and on your friend's taste, of course. Some people think, the Kuckucksklock, the Kuckucksuhr, right? The cuckoo clock. That would make a good present. Well, I mean, if they like that, I suppose it's a bit cliche, but why not? If you want something stereotypically from a certain area of Germany, don't hesitate. Every German city, by the way, mostly has like a city-specific souvenir shop. So they will have plates and probably some cups from that city with that city name on it. They will have all different kinds of things. Also, consider bringing snacks from Germany, or in specific chocolate, because German chocolate and Belgian chocolate, of course, and European chocolate in general mostly, is very different from that in the US for different reasons, I believe. At least the German chocolate, because there's different ingredients in them. I have heard that's because the US has many hotter places, and so they put something in the chocolate so that it doesn't melt as easily. I'm not sure if that's true. If that's so, that explains why I'm not a big fan of US chocolate. Like certain brands I won't name here, but I've tasted them before and I was like, oh, our chocolate is so much better. And that is not meant to sound arrogant, even if it kind of does. But it's just that I'm more accustomed to the taste of my chocolate, like the German chocolate, right? So it's no surprise that I will find other chocolate that tastes different than what I'm used to strange. So don't worry, I'm not hating on your chocolate. I'm just saying it tastes different and I prefer mine. But definitely bring that. And if you want to bring a treat from, let's say, the US to Germany, something we definitely don't have here are different snacks from the US, like, for example, Reese's. I mean, you can get that all of that probably in some store, some import store, but it's not commonly sold in a normal German supermarket. Reese's Pieces or what else is there, Pop-Tarts and stuff like that. Again, you can get it, but it will be more difficult to achieve, so to speak, to achieve getting your hands on that in specific. So yeah, bring that or anything else that you think is iconically American or United States of American. So yeah, there's that. Next up, what main cultural differences can I expect? Well, that is a broad topic to cover. I mean, I could just refer you to all of my channel for that, basically, because that's what my channel is covering a lot, like cultural differences. And sorry, I was confused because someone was honking behind me. But I mean, of course, different behavior kind of, or different mentalities. You know what Germans are like: orderly, rule-loving, right? They like beer and all of that kind of stuff. They will probably want to be punctual. They would like all the stereotypes, you know about them. But yeah, in more detail, I can explain that, or I have explained that already in other videos. So check those out too, with partners from the US, actually, some of them at least. So that's it for the first episode of the Germany FAQ. Hope you enjoyed it so far. If you did, you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, and apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to get Germanized. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen.